The Upside is brought to you by IBEW Local 230.
Hey there, friends. Happy Sunday and ho, 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 tally ho.
Yes.
Welcome to the best of the Upside.
Hello, neighbor.
Oh,
man. There's a stretch,
and it
right?
just keeps on coming.
Well, it really does. And we're here to, I think in some ways, maybe add to some of the byproducts here of those big Clydesdale horses tonight. But this is a long-standing Victoria tradition, the Tally Ho Tours. We're at the farm, and you can actually book a tour of the farm now.
Farm tours, downtown, seasider. The list goes on and on.
Yeah.
You can sponsor a horse. You can buy the great products, the hats, the T-shirt, and the list goes on and on.
These horses, you can get these online as well. How great are they? So
all you need to do is go to www.tallyhotours.com, find out all the information. And, just like every small business on Vancouver Island, they can certainly use your support right now.
Absolutely. And we are out again visiting all kinds of small businesses this week, including the Victoria Olive Oil Company, where the olive oil art competition took place.
You brought that
and what
up,
a surprise. Well, yes, I am going to that right out of the gate. What a surprising finish to that competition. Look at this. Two distinctly different drawings of olive oil.
So Shirley and Will
hit a...
they were voting, and Will, you chose...
I picked yours.
Will chose mine,
right.
And Shirley
Shirley,
chose...
you thought I captured the mature olive in my
Is that
drawing.
what it was? So it came down to this is going to be a coin toss right now.
It's that close. Well.
Yeah.
Head is Ed, tails Jeff?
Tails, Jeff.
Tails Jeff.
Okay, head is Ed.
Ready?
Head's Ed.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
Heads.
Ed's.
How about that?
Congratulations,
I'm
man.
coming back, man.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
The last thing we want is you to feel
Okay.
pressured into eating an olive. You don't have to do it.
Well, you know the Upside has never pressured me into eating anything. Oh, no, wait a minute. It's nothing but that. Okay, here we go. Here's some coaching now from the Upside.
I just wanted to jump in and talk about you being at my house several years ago.
Yeah.
And we had a dish of olives out there.
Which
but they were dark black olives, and you thought that they were chocolate-covered almonds.
Yeah. So I grabbed it, popped it in, and I went, oh, wait a minute. That's an olive.
You had to spit it out.
Yeah.
So anyhow, you go.
That's okay. Yeah, so I grabbed the napkin and tried to sort of gracefully spit it out, and then the juice ran down my arm onto my shirt, as I recall. And that's a lovely Christmas memory for you and your family there. All right, let's check this one out. The lemon-infused olive here. Tastes very lemony and olively, if that's a word.
Don Bodger's here, actually, from the Chemainus Valley Courier.
Yeah.
He's taking our photos.
This is the second. Good to see you, Don.
Are we actually going to get in the paper this time, Don? We were front page last time.
All right.
Oh, geez.
Well, we'll expect nothing less this
I
time,
wore
then,
a
Don.
better shirt.
Thank you very much. Yeah, Don covered the famous Chemainus mascot race. You in the pinto bean outfit
That's
and
right.
the inflatable dinosaur.
It was just over a year ago.
Yeah.
We have some new hats, Joe. You
Yeah,
might have
you like-
noticed that our friend Carrie set us up with.
Yeah.
The best
think?
you've ever looked.
Is it? Well, listen, there's been a buzz around this community today.
Yeah.
It's been a buzz because it's time for... All right, we're going to try that
All right,
again. It's
try
been a
that.
buzz around the community today. It's time for...
That's better. There we go. All right.
Come on and make a bold tap,
Oh. You know, I got to tell you, folks, if you don't perform any better, you're going to be off the tour. So, just
really.
so you know, you're on the bubble right
We're
now.
going to put them all in the Winnebago for the ride home,
they're
but you
great
can
for
forget about
rehearsal.
that.
That's it.
Look at you guys. You got a nice waterfront view there. Tell us more.
Well, I'll tell you where we are. 2, 3, 4.
Peninsula streams, that is where we are,
searching for fish eggs,
both
near and far. Boy, that was much better in rehearsal.
We rehearsed that 10 times.
Yeah, well, you know, with the karaoke bars all closed, it's we're just not at the top of our game
We don't
anymore.
have our chops like we used to.
And how about the upside rock skipping challenge tonight for fun and prizes, or maybe just fun?
What's on
or
the
maybe
line?
Maybe none of the,
What's on the
none of
line?
the above. Okay.
Are you a lefty or a righty?
Well, I'm a righty, but I do
All
hand
right.
right left. I asked the up dog, I said, hey, grab me a good rock. He gives me this one. Like, what's the odds of that thing knocking off?
Sorry.
So I think I
right.
got to get her. You ready?
Yeah, you got
All
it.
right.
You go first.
Yeah, here we go.
You go
All right,
first.
this
You got this, Mark?
It should be pathetic as usual. Here we go.
2, 3.
A three
That's
skipper.
not bad.
What is that?
It's about a dozen.
Holy
That's
man.
a dozen.
That is.
I'm turning pro.
Yeah, I think nice working with you. I guess we'll see you on the circuit. Joe Rockhead here. These are the sifters here. So they put all the, they put all the rocks, in there like that, and
they
then just
sift,
sift and
they're trying to
sift
find
and
the
sift. Yeah, and try to find the egg to get it all sifted down as fine as they can.
Right.
And to see if they, oh, look at that, I got an egg. Wow. So that didn't take long at all.
You did get
So it's there's nothing to this marine biology.
No.
I think I've got a hankering
That's an
for it.
overused egg. I wanted to start. I know, Stacey, you got your vaccination yesterday, and happy to say that today was my day to get the jab. And I want to thank all the great folks, the volunteers, and the frontline workers out at Mary Winspears, where I went today. Laura gave me my jab today. One of the photos you can see, I closed my eyes.
Well, they did have to come to the parking lot and comfort you. We were crying on the way in there.
In the fetal position.
And they got you sorted out, but you didn't feel a thing.
I didn't feel a thing.
Yeah.
It was fantastic. Out here at Tally Ho Tours, and Ed, you got Sarge, who was pulling the carriage you were just on.
Yeah, I got Sarge here, and I've had the 38-second training program with Bree.
Right.
And I feel very confident that I should hand it back to Bree.
So,
well, I think I know what I'm doing here. This is new. I've never led a horse of course, I've ridden many rank horses right to a standstill, as you know, in my rodeo days.
when you were a pro rodeo.
Yeah,
on the
for sure.
circuit,
But this is new stuff for me. So let's see what happens.
There you go. And
with,
while you do that, I got to get set up for something that I've never done before. So you go ahead.
Okay. All right. Let's try step. Step, Sarge. Sarge, interested in a step. There we go. Now we're moving. And ha. This should be the left turn if I've done anything right. Ha. So much for the ha. Ha, ha. Okay. Well, listen, I'll do what I can to get Sarge turned left here. Ha. I'm afraid to give the other command because I think we'll go through the fence. All right, well, so far it's been pretty parallel for the most part. One more time, Sarge. Ha. Let's see. All right, he might have something close to a left turn going here.
The corner there.
Yeah, I think he's had enough of me.
Such a fun week, and thanks to Donna and the great staff at Tally Ho.
Yes, actually.
Right, for having us out. The horses are just beautiful animals, and the business is fantastic. It is www.tallyhotours.com.
Yeah, and if you book a farm tour, you can get right up close to these magnificent animals and really get the sense of just how huge they are.
Yeah, and how beautiful they are.
Yeah,
as well.
so we're back with some huge and beautiful and entertaining stories that we featured on The Upside this week. Next.
The Upside is brought to you by IBEW Local 230. The Upside is brought to you by IBEW Local 230.
Hey there, happy Sunday. Welcome back to the Best of the Upside. We're at Tally Ho Tours, and we had a lot of fun here. www.tallyhotours.com to find out more information. Some great stories this week.
Holy smoke, I don't know about you, but I think I was just about 15 before I got the training wheels off my bike. This little guy is rocking it at age 2. Check this out.
At the Nanaimo BMX track, there's a toddler turning heads.
What do you want to go do, Cash?
From the day he was born, 2-year-old Cassius Alexander, or Cash for short, has been groomed to ride a bike.
He's been into riding since before he could even walk. His first word was bike after mom and dad, and he started off on a run bike, and then he was on a pedal bike before he turned 2.
It was evident from the start that he had some skills. Alexander quickly began competing in BMX races against older kids and had no problem keeping up.
There's no other kids his age that are racing, so he's against the youngest kid after him is 5. Do you like racing against the big kids, Cash?
Yeah.
And if you ask Cash what his favorite part of riding is, he'll say,
The big air.
that big air is what's made Cash a social media star. He now boasts over 32,000 followers on TikTok.
I started posting more videos of him riding when he started getting better and progressing, just kind of as a memory for me to look back and for him to look back when he's older and see himself. It just blew up. Everyone was loving watching him ride.
Now Cash is moving on to his next challenge, motocross.
We just got him a little PW50 and he took off on it right away. He was 2 years and 2 months old when he rode the dirt bike, no training wheels or anything.
But no matter where the road takes him, he'll have his family behind him.
It's definitely something that he's passionate about and something he loves, so we're just trying to foster that and support him in it.
It's all in a day's work for the coolest 2-year-old in town.
All right, I'm going to throw to tonight's upside story. It is Nurses Week. We're saluting our frontline workers. A great story here tonight from Cole Sorensen.
On a picturesque spring day, there's a secret mission underway at Victoria Hospice.
This is going to be a huge highlight. This is, I don't know, it's like nothing we've ever done before.
Nurses have been on the front lines throughout the COVID-19 pandemic, and this week marks National Nursing Week across Canada.
It is a national initiative to celebrate nurses everywhere. And the CNA, which is the Canadian Nurses Association, has a theme that says we answer the call. So it's looking at all the roles of the nurses.
With pandemic restrictions still curtailing most celebrations, Victoria Hospice decided to think outside of the box, bringing in local musician Jill Cooper to serenade the care team.
There's quite a few of the nurses that know Jill Cooper from various events around town. She's amazing, she's awesome, and so we thought we'd like to have her here, and that's the surprise we can offer the nurses.
It's one of the reasons that I love this job as a musician is there's so many different causes that you can play for, and especially this one, especially this whole year that's passed, it feels really good to be a part of it.
For those without a window seat, the performance was live streamed, and needless to say, the idea was a hit. The mini concert was a rare chance for Cooper to perform live during the pandemic.
There's been way less gigs than usual. I've sort of started up again at a few outdoor patios, which has been nice to get the hands moving again and stuff. But yeah, I'm really excited to do this one.
It was a small way to give back to those who spend their days bringing comfort and joy to others.
Hospice is a special place. These nurses work really hard every day, so I hope this lifts their hearts.
Peninsula Streams are doing some great work up and down Vancouver Island, and so is Kevin Chirac. And tonight his upside story is about a local Victoria rugby player who has turned pro.
Lockie Krat's love for the game started by following his big brother.
Growing up, I was always playing guys older than me. Because my brother, he's 2 years older than I am, so.
He's always kind of been playing up in that sense. And even though he's younger and maybe people are going to pick on him more, he just got better.
He starred at Oak Bay Secondary, then went on to help the UVic Vikes capture a rugby national title. And over the past year, he was looking forward to representing his country on the world stage.
We had a bunch of tours with the under-20 national program. To go to Europe and Uruguay as well.
Those trips were canceled due to COVID-19, so lifting became Lockie's go-to pandemic pastime. A year or so and 10 pounds of muscle later, and the 21-year-old noticed Major League Rugby had returned.
I was like, okay, well, if they're playing rugby there, hopefully I can join in.
Lockie called around to teams, sharing his highlight reel, and flew out by himself to New Orleans for a tryout with the franchise NOLA Gold. Within just a few weeks, the Victoria native signed his first pro contract. All this while completing online courses at UVic.
I'm so proud. Actually, even thinking about it, I'll probably get a tear in my eye.
It was just a massive relief and just overwhelmed with joy.
A nice back inside ball to Lockie Kratz.
Though he's been with the team just over a month, the MLR rookie is already a starter playing big minutes.
I think it says that he's got grit, he's got determination.
Lockie Kratz bet on himself and won, a lesson that he'll carry on throughout his career.
I came down on my own and was very happy I took the risk, and it paid off. So.
And then this one is from when he played in Brazil.
And while his mom beams with pride, with her son far away from home, she has but one important request.
Call your mom, Lockie.
Let's get to tonight's Upside story. We're heading out to Brentwood Bay, and a couple doing some pretty fantastic things as well with that story. Here's Kevin CHEK.
At their home on Wallace Drive, the arts and crafts assembly line begins with Brian.
And my role is to do the base coat, so so I get the easy job.
Then Amber's artistic touch takes over, adding yet another painted rock to their front yard display.
It began with the Soup to Sydney rock hunt, and we were very prolific at painting the rocks and got to the point where we were having rocks in our car, not enough places to hide them.
The elementary school teacher paints nearly every day, aiming to provide a dash of inspiration and hope to walkers by.
We're trying to give back to the community and just help people feel empowered and lifted up by words and just give them happiness.
We want people to connect, and this is our way of getting people to connect in the community.
The couple normally run a side business that focuses on team building for companies and organizations. Business has come to a halt during the pandemic, so instead, the two are providing pro bono positivity to their community. There's even a free library filled with their own self-help books.
Through COVID, people a lot of times are stuck at home, and this is a chance for people to get a little smile on their face. And they come up now and they walk away, and the smile is incredible when they see a rock that speaks to them.
Over the past year, we've seen people all over the island going above and beyond for their community. Whether it's the island-wide Hearts on a Window campaign, the 12-year-old in Souk writing positive messages to her Canada Post worker, or the Sydney hotel owner growing veggies for the local food bank. Brian and Amber's rocks are yet another example of Islanders showing they care.
The little things definitely make a difference.
And keep your story ideas coming. The upside of CHEKnews.ca. We take your ideas and we hand them over to the talented fellows on the show, Kevin CHEK and Cole Sorensen, and they turn them into the masterpieces that you just saw.
They are craftsmen.
They are.
For sure.
Unlike us.
Unlike us. But we'll be back with some of the Smiles of the Week stories we ran this week, and one I think you're really going to love, involving one of the great Canadian companies of all time.
The Upside is brought to you by IBEW Local 230. The Upside is brought to you by IBEW Local 230.
Hey there, welcome back to the Best of the Upside. Hope you're having yourself a fantastic weekend, and we hope you're smiling, and we hope we brought you some smiles earlier this week with the Smile of the Day.
Well, it smiles, and I think people are doing a little head scratching going, I got to get me one of those, because this item here is clearly one of the most ingenious of all time. You talk about German engineering, but that Canadian ingenuity is what this one's all about. Molson's has a brand new product that I think belongs in every home.
You found this today, Ed. Is this because you want one of these in your living room?
Well, yeah, you know, somebody said, do you want one? I said, no, I don't want one. I want two. That's how good that thing is. Isn't that something else?
Yeah, it's the
Brewmboni. That is Canadian
Brewmboni.
Ingenuity is what that is.
Apparently, it's still in prototype development right now by Molson, but I think they're just putting this out there to see if people would like one of these, and I don't know many people who probably wouldn't want one of these.
Hacer un rico pan con queso. Esto es muy bueno para un desayunito así rápido. Ahorita les digo cómo hice la masa. Tiene que tener la harinita y todo. Ustedes ponen el pancito acá y cogen el islero y le tienen que hacer presión, ¿ya? Salió mal el pancito. Perdón, corten.
Turn the camera off. That's not what she had planned.
Yeah, that's I love that. That's like stepping on a rake. Anybody who's ever stepped on a rake knows what that feeling is like right there.
Yeah.
That's a tough one for sure.
Whatever she was making,
Yeah.
I'm sure it was going to be good. Tonight's smile is one of the smoothest moves you'll ever see in a skate park. Take a look at this. I don't think the trick is complete, Ed, until he goes up the ramp, comes back down, and then drops the kid back off on the board.
I know. Yeah, that's Tony Hawkish is what that is. That was full class.
This is definitely gonna work.
Oh, yeah. No one's gonna answer, sir. Keep on going. Come on.
747? 747?
Come on, knock on it.
Oh, Dad's playing pranks again, Ed.
Yeah.
Great smiles of the day and lots of fun this week. This upcoming Tuesday, one of the biggest contests we've ever had on the Upside.
Yeah, and one of the most exhausting for you and I,
It will
because
be,
the
yeah.
treadmill contest involves constant tread milling for you and I
Right.
during the Upside, and then your chance to see what our combined mileage is going to be in order to win a $1,000 gift card from Frontrunners and $1,000 in burgers from Big Wheel Burger. The treadmill contest.
Treadmills and burgers.
That's right.
A match made in heaven. So join us tomorrow night and all this week, but Tuesday night, a special episode of The Upside.
The Upside is brought to you by IBEW Local 230.